in the historic first ever test match between Australia and Sri Lanka at Kandy in April 1983. Graham Yallop delivered a patient and determined knock that cricket fans still remember. He scored 98 runs off 238 balls in 303 minutes, hitting 14 elegant fours with a strike rate of 41.17, just 2 runs shy of a well-deserved century. Graham Yallop was dismissed by LBW by Ashantha De Mel, but not before he anchored Australia's innings with poise and precision. This was more than just an innings, it was a statement of class and composure on foreign soil, in a match that marked the beginning of a new cricketing rivalry. Let's relive this fine knock from a true Aussies left-hander. Watch how Graham Yallop tamed the Sri Lankan bowlers and came agonizingly close to triple figures.
Graham Yallop, frontline batsman on the Australian side, also a left-hander.
And it's going to be a change in the bowling as Ashantha De Mel comes into attack from the 42, Yallop on 3. 15th over to be bowled. Ranatunga to Yallop. Some pulled away down to mid-wicket. Wettamani gives up the chase. That's 4 runs to Yallop, takes him on to 7, and the total to 55 for 1. Ranatunga to Yallop. This one dug out of the block hole and it's driven past mid-on. Mendes doesn't even bother to go behind it, just trots behind it as it goes through to the boundary for 4 runs. So 4 more, takes the total to 59, and Yallop moves on to 11. Ranatunga from the northern end to Yallop. And that's going to be 4 runs again. Ranatunga coming in for severe punishment. So 4 more takes to Yallop, takes 1 to 15, and the total to 63 now for 1. DS De Silva to Yallop. Yallop, beautiful shot there. Moves into the ball and swings him around to mid-wicket for 4 runs. Yallop's 4th boundary. He moves on to 19, and the total moves on to 68. DS De Silva to Yallop. This is pulled away down to backward square leg, and it's going to be 4 runs. I don't think the field will get to it. So 4 more to Yallop.
DS De Silva to Yallop. Good over. A maiden from DS De Silva. That was his 5th over. DS to Yallop. Certainly was off the bat, and one could say a possible charm. And it's 100. 100 up.
DS De Silva to Yallop. And tries to swing it away. The score 106 for 1. The last wicket falling at 43. Wood out for 4. And here's Gunaratne to Yallop, and that was short of length on the leg stump, and it's swung round to fine leg for 4 runs. Both these batsmen not sparing anything loose. So that's 4 runs to Gunaratne. The total 110 for 1. The end of the first session of 2 hours of play in this inaugural test between Sri Lanka and Australia. Australia going into lunch, having won the toss, electing to bat on a wicket which showed some signs of early life, but then eased up as the day wore on. Going into lunch at 110 for 1 with Yallop on 31, Westels on 72, the batsman out, Wood caught by Ratnayaka of Ranatunga's first ball with a score at 43, Wood out for 4. The first wicket falling at 43. But since then, Yallop and Westels have found no terrors in the bowling, and they've advanced the total to 110 for 1 at lunch after 120 minutes batting and 27 overs. With Yallop on 31, Westels on 72. Yallop on 31. Faces up to Gunaratne, and this one, very nice looking drive there, past mid-on. There's a long chase for Ranatunga, who misses it as he puts his foot to it, and the ball goes over for 4 runs. So the first boundary after lunch, the total going up to 116 for 1. Yallop moving on to 35 including 6 boundaries. Yallop.
Ramesh Ratnakar to Yallop. Good ball, nearly foxed him. It's now 149 for 1. De Mel to Yallop.
Well, did well to win that toss. Of course, I don't think any hesitation in electing to bat. De Mel to Yallop. This one, a short pitch delivery and swung around to the backward square leg boundary for 4 runs. Yallop moving into that very early. A bad ball from De Mel. He now moves on to 41, and the total goes to 143, and the score goes on to 161. De Mel to Yallop. And Yallop on the back foot pushes this in mid-off region, fielded by Roshan Gunaratne. No run. A very picturesque setting which has earned the plaudits of foreign correspondents in this country. We saw this when it came down when the English team played here. Southern end bowling the 4th or 6th over of this innings. Runs in now to bowl to Yallop. Taken on the up, driven straight down to mid-off. No run. Just over 200 minutes of batting time, and Australia 175 for 1. And it will be Yallop to face up to De Mel once again. This one taken on the half volley, driven firmly past the ball on the onside. It's going to be 4 runs. But that is Yallop's 50. It was very long on 46, took about 20 minutes, but then he played a very nice drive for 4 runs. So Yallop now going on to 50, the total moving on to 179. And Yallop's innings taking 154 minutes.
Faces Arjun Aranapur. Well intercepted there by Cecil Fernando. Batsman get an extra run on that. Very quiet, disciplined innings by these 2 batsmen. Beautiful cut. Madhukar is there, gets it back at the point, and a beautiful throw. 1 run to Yallop, takes him on to 60, and the total moves up to 205. And it's Yallop now on 60 to face Ratnakar. And the story goes on. An unbroken stand between Yallop and Wessels. 206 for 1. Wessels on 139. Yallop on 60.
Diaz De Silva to bowl his first ball after tea. Bowls Yallop. Yallop making room for himself. Gets the back foot and cuts him down past cover. It's 4 runs. A loose delivery from Diaz De Silva. Short of length. $212 for 1. Yallop on 64. De Silva from the northern end to Yallop. Again short of length, again Yallop on the back foot, drives him firmly down to mid-off for a single. 213 for 1, Yallop 65.
It's now 229 for 2. Yallop on 76. Now faces Ramesh Ratnak. Nicely put away and safely to square boundary for 4. 4 more to Yallop. He's on 80. Yallop on 80. And it's Ramesh Ratnaka bowling once again to Yallop. Ratnaka did not collect clean, or else there was good chance of a run.
Ratna again to Yallop. Over pitch and Yallop pulls him round. 24 runs. There's no stopping that one. Full round square leg for 4 by Yallop. Takes him on to 91. Australia 249 for 2 wickets. Yallop on 91. The question is, can Yallop take his 100 for close, or will Sri Lanka be able to catch him before Ratna to Yallop? Back foot, the ball turning sharply, and Ratna getting quite a lot of bounce and turn.
The light seems to be dimming at the moment, and the umpires have turned to affairs. The game has been called off for the day 15 minutes before the scheduled time. The light certainly is, well, one couldn't say it is that bad, but somehow the umpires have agreed and the game has been called off. So Australia have done extremely well indeed. 249 for the loss of 2 wickets. A wonderful partnership between Yallop and Wessels. It's the end of the penultimate over, I think. The first day's play.
And a deep mid-wicket. Ratna bowls to him, over-pitched, and this is taken on the full and driven straight past the bowler. It's going to be 4 runs. A bad ball from Ratna once again, and Yallop making full use of it. Drives in for 4, and the total moves on to 271 for 2. Yallop moving on to 95. And Ratnaka to Yallop. This one is put away down to backward square leg. Misfielding there. But batsmen get 2 runs for it. And Yallop moving on to 98. And the total 288 for 2. And De Mel, who had figures of none for 50 off 11 overs yesterday, coming in with the new ball and bowls to Yallop. Pushed away on the onside. This one right down the leg side, and a good bit of keeping there by Kandy who had to throw himself. And here's De Mel to Yallop. This one down the leg side, and the end of a maiden over from De Mel. The score 289 for 2. Yallop on 98, Chappell on 41.
There's the scoreboard. 290 for 2. Chappell 42. The new ball being used by Ashantha De Mel. He comes in now to bowl to Yallop. So 91 for 2. Ashantha De Mel bowling to Yallop on 98. That's Yallop again on 98, facing Ashantha De Mel. He's out. LBW. A very good ball indeed. Foxed Yallop. 291. Yallop out for 98. Yallop walking back. A very disappointed man, naturally. It would have been his 7th Test century. Very bad luck. And a good ball by Ashantha De Mel. Yallop just out for 98. The not-out batsman, Greg Chappell.
Moreover, back in 1978, something new and important happened in the world of cricket. Australia's Graham Yallop became the first batsman in Test cricket history to wear a helmet. He was up against the fiery West Indies pace attack on a fast and bouncy pitch in Barbados, and that tells you why he needed extra protection. Interestingly, the helmet Yallop wore was not designed for cricket at first. It was actually a modified motorbike helmet. This same type of helmet was first seen a year earlier in 1977, worn by England's Dennis Amidst during the World Series cricket. It even had a specially made visor, strong enough to take the impact of a bullet. Now that's serious care. Graham Yallop was not just known for starting a safety trend, he had a solid cricket career, scoring 8 Test centuries for Australia between 1976 and 1984. His brave choice to wear a helmet helped change cricket forever, making it safer for the generation to come. Graham Yallop was a stylish left-handed batsman known for his calm and composed approach at crease. He was not the most aggressive player, but he was very reliable and technically sound. Graham Yallop had a graceful cover drive and was especially strong on the front foot. He loved playing spin bowling and had the patience to build long innings, though he did not have the power of some of his teammates. His timing and placement made him a classy player to watch. If you like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.